Okay, abusuya ena chese NPP amanyuko no NPP minority led by Afenyo Markins chese omo demonstration no ehyehyeswo a enye asamketo akra save the judiciary demonstration. Abusuya demonstration the one chese omo no mo keka ho asem ne ade a ma time omo pebre e dey organize this demonstration. Abusuya demonstration ne cause so nipa omo kwakoye demonstration no it is the number of people that omo expecting no wo low numbers no were form abusia they were NPP minority edges judiciary save the judiciary demonstration no abusia the monarch collapse ya omo drew Supreme Court entrance na no kra no ya lock gate na echese yemma omo enwrem ntino abusuya eho ensem ena ye de brema yensem mrem yenko na yenkonkoti ensema course na NPP minority demonstration against John Dramani Mahama ne suspension of Chief Justice Tokono abusuya demono akulapse ama ya sanso lock Supreme Court entrance ni gate abusuya mom yenko na yenkonkoti ensema course medamase.
In here, the NPP demonstration, Save the Judiciary demonstration, is now fully underway and is now in full force. A few seconds ago, they began to do that procession. That demonstration has just started. It's in full force, taking off right from the frontage of the Supreme Court complex here, somewhere around the Kwame Nkrumah mausoleum here. There are scores of people here, but maybe not the numbers that you were expecting, not the thousands and thousands of people, but a good number of people as well also here to join this demonstration, to add their voices to what the NPP already has said. What we already know that from the communication and the promises that were already done was that some political parties were going to join. So far, independently, I've been able to only see one political party in NDP that are currently here to join this demonstration against processes that have been triggered by government for the removal of Justice Tokono as the Chief Justice. He's currently on suspension. The NPP's case is simple, that the processes are not just, and they don't think that it will be fair, will do right by the Chief Justice at the end of the day. So what you are seeing now, the protesters are now ready to start their march. This was ordinary planned to start at 5 a.m. And at 5 a.m. when we go here, already there were some people here waiting to be part of this protest. But as you can see there, former roads minister, a cabinet minister, also assessor watching, also there in the shots there. So you see that from the big banner, Save the Judiciary demonstration. It's currently in full force. They are now marching, making their way to the first stop, which you understand is supposed to be the court complex, where they'll submit one petition out of 3 petitions that they have scheduled to submit to various government or arms of government today. There's one going to the parliament, which is the second arm of government, and then the final one will go to the Jubilee House, which is the third and final place that will end, and that will be at the seat of the presidency. There's some big men and women in the crowd as it starts now will be leading the charge, holding hands and making sure this will be a peaceful and an uneventful one for the NPP. It's one of the things that they have cautioned individuals already, that they don't want this to degenerate into any other thing. They want this to stay as it is, a cause to fight the establishment against the suspension of the CJ. Not just that, also to fight the process triggered by government to remove the Chief Justice, Justice Tokono. So there you have it. They're now moving here from the frontage of the Supreme Court, and they will use the NLA section. What we have also seen here vibrantly is the number of police personnel that are on grounds that will be helping, assisting these demonstrators to move from here in Accra or the Jonathan Mills High Street all the way to the presidency. It promises to be a very eventful day for the NPP because they are fighting the cause they believe is unjust. But we also heard the argument from the NDC side on all that they have been saying that, well, the processes have been fair so far, unlike any that have ever been triggered since the Fourth Republic. So, I mean, we'll be trying to speak to some of these protesters who are in the crowd to see exactly why are they also joining this particular protest here. Bossman, how are you doing? Okay, so Bossman, how are you doing?
Very well.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Kojo.
Okay. So, I mean, why does it have to come to a demonstration for you?
Well, it is one of the, let me say, instruments available to us when it comes to safeguarding our democracy and our constitution, for that matter. We would write, we would speak, we would want to write petitions and everything, but ultimately, when you can tell that there's some adamance on the part of the executive, then you have no choice but to get your people together and then hit the streets using a very democratic tool like this to be able to express our viewpoints. Whatever happens, we understand the fact that the executive is politicized, parliament is a political institution, but the judiciary is our last frontier. That's why we all draw our safety. So if we have come to the point where we think and can tell that our democracy, or the judiciary for that matter, who is our protection, is under threat, then it is important that we come together and send a strong signal to government that please hands off the judiciary and let there be independence.
I mean, a demonstration only seems at the moment like you don't trust in the establishment, that the promise that you fairly to treat this whole process without political lens and to make sure that all the tenets as the constitution prescribes are followed. You don't trust that process? What we are doing is an exhibition of our trust in the process. We are using a very legitimate tool, which is a demonstration. Don't forget, before we got here, we had deployed other tools. The minority had spoken in Parliament, they have made their views known. They had written all kinds of letters, but the process that you are describing, we can tell, has been fraught with politics, right from the Council of State. Having established a prima facie case that we believe is not the case. Has anybody questioned the work of the Chief Justice in terms of her delivery? Absolutely not. So you can tell that this whole thing is just a big attempt to take out somebody who is doing her legitimate work, but it's not because. So yes, we trust in the process, but having avail ourselves of all the other tools and not getting the desired result or outcome, we believe that we also have to hit the streets and send a message across. Kojo, I'm grateful here. So at least 1,000 people possibly are joining this protest today in their numbers to add their voice to what the NPP has said for weeks now, that the processes that have been triggered to remove the sitting Chief Justice get to Tokono, they think that the process will be political biased and will not be in favor of anything. It's simply a political gimmick to remove her. They are already fighting the petitions. Vice presidential candidate for the NPP, Addo is also here, and we are expecting that maybe some delegation coming from representing the judiciary will come forward and then collect this petition from the NPP. So we are waiting here. The gates are closed at the moment. The gates to the Supreme Court enclave is closed, but leadership of the NPP are here currently awaiting for an audience from whoever will come from inside. But we don't know how exactly this gate was closed, but in the morning when I came here at 5 a.m. it was open and people going in and coming out. But just when this demonstration got here, currently it's been the gates have been closed, so they're still waiting for more people to come, and then let me try and see if we get some more people to talk to. So
free the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice is justice.
Make you up inside. Make you up inside. Make you up inside.
Come. So I mean,
please, we want to talk to the pusher.
So we'll hear from some people here in the crowd why exactly they are joining this protest. So I mean, Basman, why are you joining the protest?
Yeah, we are here to defend our constitution, our constitutional right. We don't want to live in the country. We will be like nobody controls. Do you understand? John Mahama have lost his control. So we are here to defend our constitution.
Great. So you heard from him. They are here to defend their constitution here. There's a crowd, a raging crowd, just outside the main gates of the Supreme Court here. The gates currently are closed, but leadership of the NPP and the allied groups are here waiting for an audience. Well, I don't know what exactly they are waiting for and who exactly they are waiting for to come from inside the Supreme Court complex to come and meet them. But they've told us that they have a petition that they want to submit to the judicial arm of government, and they are waiting for their turn as it starts now. We don't know again who exactly they are waiting for before this petition, and who exactly will be receiving this petition on behalf of them.
There was an agreement that when we get here, they will make way, we go in, the leadership presents the petition, and then we can move to our next assignment, which is also another presentation of a petition, this time to Speaker at Parliament. Then from there, we move to Jubilee House to present our last petition.
You are saying the police was aware, they are aware that you're supposed to go through?
It was an arrangement and agreement between the police and the organizers of the demonstration. We don't know why they are trying to renege on their promise or agreement.
Have they said anything to you formally?
No, they are just mute. We don't know what they have in mind. They are just mute.
Have you asked them to open the gate?
Yeah, we've asked them. I'm sure in the course of time they're going to make way, so we go in there.
Well, if you've asked them to open and they haven't opened it, what's your next course of action?
We'll consult with our leadership, then we'll know what next thing to do.
Well, I think the leadership wants to approach and try and get the gate open so that petition can be opened. Can be presented rather to, I think I am getting, right now the leadership is trying to approach the gate and negotiate with the police officers on the other side of the gate to open the gate for them. From what we are gathering so far, there was an agreement, an arrangement for them to open the gate when they got here so that they can go through, or at least let the leaders of the demonstration enter the gate so they can present their petition. But there seems to be a little hold up. There seems to be some sort of standoff. The police are on the other side of the gate and they're waiting for, I think, well, I believe, that the leadership to approach the gate and so that they can open it. We don't understand why there's that standoff, but I'm going to try and speak to the police to understand why they haven't opened the gate yet. Excuse me.
Now it's about time you ask them.
Hello, thank you for your live on Joy News. Is there a reason why the gate is still closed?
I don't know anything about it.
You don't know anything about it. They are saying that there's an agreement for you to open the gate for them. Why haven't you done that yet? Hello, madam. Is there a reason why the gate has not been opened yet? Or you cannot speak to us? Is it because you are not authorized to speak to us?
My regional commander.
Your commander is there. All right, let me speak to your commander. Hello, commander. You're live on Joy News. Please, you just want to understand why the gate has not been opened yet. Hello. Oh, we also have Richard Ayangbare. Is there a reason why the gate hasn't been opened yet?
Well, we're not supposed to go in. We'll stand here and they'll come and receive the petition.
Okay, so the leadership will go in?
Exactly.
All right, so you're just waiting for leadership. All right, so...
Miss House, you are trying to correct that one down.
What's that? What's that, Miss House?
They are saying that we're not supposed to present the letters here, but this is what we agreed on. We have even spoken with them. They were ready for us.
So miscommunication?
Yes, miscommunication. So we are trying to do.
It's not miscommunication. The idea was that we wrote a letter here. We're giving it to the acting judicial secretary. That's the plan, and that's what we're going to stick with. We don't know about any arrangement elsewhere. Here is where we're supposed to come.
You're only finding out here that you're not supposed to present here?
Learned that they've set up a place at the High Court complex. That's not where the arrangement was supposed to be.
So,
we're amenable to any way to do it peaceful. So we're asking, we'll send a few people in, or however way they'll do it. But our commitment, I want to restate, is to peace. Our point is to submit the petition peacefully and go, nothing untoward.
So that's Richard Anyagba and some leaders of the party saying that they're committed to a peaceful protest. There might be some mishap that they're trying to resolve, but ultimately the gates will be open. Right now they're sending some leaders into the building to understand why they've been stopped. There's an alternate arrangement somewhere else that they are not aware of, and they're trying to resolve all that impasse so that the protest can continue so that the petition can be presented to the appropriate recipients or authorities.
Okay, everything we and some also our political highway. So safe judiciary demonstration. Chief Justice Tokonun in the NPP for no. The Omopese and Mguaso Mopese or Mudigu John Dramani Mahama no. And we pay ya yede honsem at the Bremer. But I must say, Moje Peneko Tiza audio at the my POG Media. So